California Fertility Medical Center was established in 1992. I think what sets us apart is we're the longest established practice in our region, and we have the wisdom and the experience to take care of patients step by step from the very beginning, the first day that we see them, all the way through to successful pregnancy. Looking back over the years, this is the fourth facility that our practice has had. We've been able to fine-tune and tweak everything, but also the technology has changed over the last 10, 20, 30, 40 years since IVF has been around. And so looking at the different aspects of needs of the practice, needs of our patients, needs of our staff, we used all of that experience to make the perfect high-tech IVF lab.
It's a very rewarding job where we get to treat patients who have struggled their whole lives to have children, and we get to help them have the families that they've always wanted to have. We're actually helping people build families where otherwise they wouldn't be able to.
Fertility has become not something that's frowned upon anymore. It's more out in the open, so patients aren't afraid to talk about it. People aren't afraid to go on and have different forums where they can discuss how their egg retrievals went, how their results were. And so I think now it's becoming more acceptable and talked about for people, and they don't feel so ashamed of having fertility issues.
So every patient is different, and so we approach every couple with a different eye and try to individualize their care. And so because every patient is different, it's fun every single day that we come and learn something new and attack the problem in different ways.
Patients, when they come in, they have to get their blood drawn and vitals taken, and then they go to the ultrasound rooms. Typically, our collection rooms for the men, they are on a really quiet hallway. They're not much nicer than our other collection rooms were, and they're just more out of the way, so there's less disruption in that area.
We take a patient from the very beginning and all the way through till they're discharged home. So you don't get multiple nurses while you're here. You get the same nurse for pre-op, in the OR, and in recovery as well. So we have that continuity of care with the patients, that they just get comfortable with one person on kind of a stressful occasion coming in for surgery. It makes people nervous, so we try to make them as comfortable as possible.
Well, a lot of the places, a lot of in vitro fertilization labs are like small closets, just kind of added onto a facility after the fact. Whereas this facility being a new building, we were able to design the lab with all of the features that we wanted to see in the lab itself. And so it's been really nice to have kind of some cutting edge technology and things in the lab that we needed.
IVF lab is super specialized, and very few people have experience building out an IVF lab. But Sierra View actually had experience building operating rooms with the airflow technology and the HEPA filters and all the sterile necessities that go along in an operating room also go along in the IVF lab. And so that was helpful with their experience, and we didn't have to try to reinvent the wheel with them.
Sierra View is good with medical facilities because we have a good sub-base that understands the needs of the medical field. The fertility clinic lab, everything's very sensitive, and when I mean sensitive, there can't be any dust. The lighting has to be right, the temperature has to be right, the air pressure in the room has to be right. So there's a lot of preventative measures we have to take when building labs.
They're super excited about it. I know that all their staff, when they came in, there's nothing but wow, getting excited to get back to work.
Everyone's impressed with the way that our building turned out, and we're all very happy.